Very good afternoon. Can I get your resume? Yes, Ranjit, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Ranjit Behra. I was born and brought up in Hyderabad. I've done my bachelor's in computer science from CMA Technical Campus. I've done my diploma in computer engineering. I've also worked in a company which is Fiji Software for 1 year and 6 months. So in there, I was working as a recruiter. It was like a non-technical background, so I wanted to change my career into a technical side. So I'm here for the role.
Very good. So, as you said, your position was HR recruiter. So, what were your roles and responsibilities?
So primarily like sourcing from online portals, job portals, and posting job descriptions and finding probable candidates and calling them and trying to set up an interview with the client if the candidate is suitable for the role and discussing with them regarding the pay.
Okay. So, it was good to know about you. So, coming into technical. So, what exactly C Sharp .NET? So, why we need to go for .NET programming?
So .NET programming basically it supports multiple languages. We can program like using VB.NET, ASP.NET, and C Sharp.NET. We also have F Sharp. With this, like it's not only dependent on any specific language that we need to write. So it's one of the advantages. And also it is like platform independent. So it need not to be dependent on like Windows OS or Linux OS or any specific OS. So that's also one of the advantages that we go for a C Sharp.NET.
Okay. So, why it is called as a framework, .NET framework?
It's called a framework because it provides a default a body to develop a software application. Basically, the .NET software, Visual Studio software comes with a .NET framework and a Visual Studio software. The .NET framework comes with a 4 layers. It has 4 layers. In the first layer, they have languages. In the second layer, they have the technology that we need to use. In the third, it has the base class libraries, and the fourth is this execution engine.
Very nice. So, what exactly, as you said, this is all about CLR. So, what exactly is CLR? So, what is the architecture of it?
So CLR architecture has like components like class library. It has a debug manager and execution engine and a debug engine as well, and some other things like garbage collector, COM marshaller. These are all the components of a CLR architecture. So a CLR is used to run .NET application. So these tools help execution of the .NET application which we develop.
So, what exactly class library?
Class library is runs the application that which we develop is one by one to execute the application. It takes one class by one class and starts running the application.
So, we have types of class libraries. We have, what are the different types of class libraries we have?
For us, we have base class libraries which are predefined by the Microsoft. They are called as predefined class libraries. So to use this, we use a keyword which is using. Then we write the name of the class library, which is a predefined class library or a class library which we are using. And there are also certain class libraries that a user can define or a programmer can define. They are called as user-defined class libraries. Basically, a class library means a set of or a collection of classes.
Exactly. So, now coming to exception handling is also under that. So, what exactly exception handling when we go for it?
So basically exception means an runtime error because in computing technology we have two types of errors, compile time and runtime. So exception is called as runtime because during the compile time a set of codes is already written to catch some errors because there are some set of rules that we need to follow to write a code in a particular language. So if we need not to follow, if we need not follow those set of codes and if we write an error, so it throws a compiler error. So it cannot be called as an exception because exception is a case where unrecognized error or unsaid errors are arriving during the program, which terminates the actual program from executing.
Okay. So, very good. So, how you are going to handle this exception?
We have exception management technique like we could think in what ways the error can arise from the user, like if we take the data type as an integer type and the end user types a string. So for that we could write a try method, and in that we could write that if the user provides something apart from integer, and he should throw an error. So in the catch block we try to catch what is the exact error is. That's what we use try, catch and finally methods to overcome this exception.
Very nice. So next is like what are data types? What are the different data types you have seen?
So basically in C# we have two types of data types, which are like value based and reference based. Value based are they are of some certain value. Based on some value they are defined. Reference is based on their references or address.
Okay.
So these value types have some limits. So based on that, the values are defined.
What are the different value types you have seen?
Signed and unsigned. So signed are the ones which hold negative and positive numbers. Unsigned are the ones which hold only positive numbers.
So what is the difference between short int and long? When we go for short and when we go for int, and when we will especially use long?
So short is like integer data type which holds like the limit is or the range is the 35,768 or 67 when it comes to like positive number, and when it is a signed type, it's a minus 35,768. So it's because 7, it's because we consider 0 as a positive number. So until and unless we take those limits, if I write short variable name and assign the value till its limits, it takes the value. But if I exceed that limit, it will throw an error because the limits are defined to that point. That's why they are called as value based data types.
Very good. So what are reference based data types?
Reference based data types are based on address.
So what are like when we go for point based values, what are those called?
They are called as floating type data types. So in that floating type we have like float data type and a decimal and a double. So in the float, the precision value is 6 to 8. The length of the precision should be 6 to 8 bits, and when we want more than those precisions, we will go for decimal or double.
Okay, very nice. So what are conditional statements when we go for it?
So condition statements can also be called as decision making statements. If a program requires to certain logic to execute or check a condition, so we go for conditional statements. So they are called decision making because we give the query to that, and we inside the branch we write some statements so that based on the condition they make the decisions.
Exactly.
So based on the condition, the decision is made by the compiler or the execution engine. So that's when they are called as
Decision making statements.
decision making statements.
So it was very nice, Ranjit. So thanks for your time. Okay.
Thank you, sir.